Hey everyone, welcome to From Dusk Till Dawn. My name's Steve, and today it's a bit of a break from the norm for the channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you an unboxing. Now, I'm not going to do too many of these on the channel because basically there are other channels out there that will do them far better than I ever could. But this particular one, it's a focus on a director who has been a huge part of my life and is massively responsible for my love of cinema, film, everything really. And in the week that his new film has just been released, Disclosure Day, it's a perfect time for us to focus on the Spotlight Collection of Steven Spielberg. So let's get into it. So this Spotlight Collection is a collection of 8 of Spielberg's films, all on 4K and Blu-ray, all in their individual new steelbook designs, and all packed in this lovely library case here, which you can see. Really, really elegant, really classy design. Nicely embossed, black and gold. And as I say, all the steelbooks, I'll take you through those individually in just a moment. But this collection is only available on Amazon US. So if you're in the UK, you're going to have to go onto the American site. It's always a little bit of a worry sometimes. Ordering from Amazon US when you're in the UK, because the packaging is never guaranteed. For example, last week I got the Rambo collection. That arrived just in a paper bag. No protection, no padding, no nothing. Fortunately, it was okay. This had me worried because these library cases are really prone to picking up dings and scratches along the way. Fortunately, this is actually packed in a double-walled cardboard box. It's really secure in there, and then that was shipped in a box with some packaging in there. So as I say, if you do want to pick this up, it is a limited edition, but it is still available from Amazon US. So let's take a close look. So the first one we're going to jump into is the film that actually made Spielberg, and it's my favourite film of all time, Jaws. And it is so nice. All the steelbooks are kind of the same design. Got a lovely original artwork, and it's so nice to have that. I really did like the 50th anniversary steelbook. I think that's nice artwork on there. But this is just, you talk about iconic film images, and that's what you get with Jaws. And then again, if we just open the steelbook out, much like the library case itself, you've just got a few stills from the film. You've got a quote there. It's never really going to be anything else for Jaws, is it? As you can see, if I tilt the light there, it's just a simple frame, and they've debossed the artwork, the posters for them. Just looks great. And Jaws, we've got 3 discs, 4K Blu-ray there, then a bonus disc. And I do believe that has got the 50th anniversary documentary on there as well. So, nice and simple. There's Jaws. Next, we've got Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This is a rare film that Spielberg actually wrote. But look at that artwork on there. How nice does that look, just with that simple black frame? And again, nicely debossed in there. So we open it out. And again, images from the film. And a quote. And sadly, I don't know if you can pick that up there. Bit of a scratch, which I never noticed before. But it's not enough to put me off. Let's just flip it around. And again, 3 discs. 2 Blu-ray. That's, 2 Blu-ray, sorry. And of course the 4K. It's just simple design. This is how you do it, guys. Simple artwork, simply presented, and it looks wonderful. So there's Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Next is a really special film for me, and that's 1981's Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is the first film that I actually saw at the cinema. I was 5 years old, and my dad took me to see this. And yes, I absolutely lost my shit at the face melting. I really didn't enjoy that. But it set the tone. But here we get that beautiful original artwork. Nicely debossed. Again, what else are we going to put in this film apart from that quote? And there's the stills. This is a 2-disc set with a 4K and a Blu-ray just there. So that's Raiders of the Lost Ark. E.T. is another really special film for me. The hype around this when I was at school, so I was, what, 6, I guess? It was the year following Raiders. The hype around this was just incredible. And this was the first film I saw multiple times at the cinema. I saw this 4 times at the cinema. I think that was probably more for my mum, to be honest. So much so that she loved the score of this. And I remember we had the picture disc of John Williams' score. I wonder where that is now. But that was really nice. But again, just that nice, simple artwork from the one sheet or the quad poster if you're in the UK. E.T. phone home just there. That bike ride. God, that's iconic. Give it Amblin its logo. The kiddies there. Look how sweet Drew Barrymore looks, bless her. Great performance as Gertie in that. Incredible Carlo Rambaldi animatronic of E.T. There's so much articulation in that. For the time, it's just phenomenal. It's overlooked, I think, as kind of an animatronic. But of course, 1982 was a great year for alien animatronics with Rob Bottin's work in The Thing. But we're here talking about Spielberg. And again, 2-disc set for E.T., your 4K and your Blu-ray. Haven't seen this for a long time. Pretty sure Spielberg disowned a special edition that he put out for the 20th anniversary where I think the guns and stuff that were pointed at the kids were all replaced with walkie-talkies or something, which is absolute nonsense. And I think he regrets ever doing that. So that is the original version that's in there. So 1982's E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, this is the one that I am massively, massively hyped for. I haven't watched Jurassic Park in so long. I didn't own it beyond DVD because it was always one of those films that was on TV and whatnot, and it never... This is a spectacle film. This was just in the cinema was amazing. And just the way this is presented, again, just black on black, that is just gorgeous. That logo was everywhere that summer. Life finds a way. How many times has that been quoted? And we were talking about incredible animatronics for E.T. The work from Stan Winston and ILM on the digital side in this is just unbelievable. Most of it still holds up to me. A couple of shots that show their age, but still, it's that blending of practical and visual effects is just, it's never been topped. I'm curious on this one. I don't know if I can see on here the soundtrack, because I do think that this has got a DTS-X soundtrack, not an Atmos soundtrack. But we'll soon see. I'm sure it's not enough to put me off the experience of rewatching that one. Again, there's a couple of little marks down there, but nothing to write home about. And that is the gorgeous and the brilliant Jurassic Park. So I recently put out a video on discomfort watchers, and there's certainly some scenes in Schindler's List that could qualify this as a discomfort watch. The fact Spielberg made this at the same time as he was editing Jurassic Park blows my mind. How he can have produced two so different films, but so brilliantly. This was kind of, I know up to that point he'd done The Colour Purple, but this really was the first grown-up Spielberg that caught people's attention, and it is just a brilliant story of Oskar Schindler. And again, that really iconic artwork. This is not going to be in heavy rotation. It's not a film you can watch over and over again, but it is such an important film, and it's really quite brilliantly directed, as you would expect. And Ralph Fiennes is just, he's unbelievable in that. Unbelievable. What an evil bastard. But 3 discs for Schindler's List. As it is in the other ones, we've got 2 Blu-rays there, along with the 4K. 93's Schindler's List. Now, I am a big fan of war films. Picked that up from my dad. When I remember reading, I think it's probably Empire magazine or something, that Spielberg was doing a World War II film. I mean, let's face it, a lot of his films are set around those. The Indiana Jones films are all set in the run up to that, and then you've got Empire of the Sun, Schindler's List, of course. But when I heard that he was doing this, I just thought it was going to be kind of more of a family film. How wrong was I? Unbelievable. That cinema experience is one of the... During that Omaha Beach scene, which is, let's face it, is those opening 20, 25 minutes or whatever it is, are just some of the most incendiary that you've ever seen in film. And it's been the blueprint on how to present war films and the chaos of war during the Omaha Beach landing. But again, we've got that original poster out there, debossed in the black frame. Quote from Private Ryan on the back. Scenes from the film. Again, another 3-discer. This, I think, is really going to give the sound system a workout. I'm really looking forward to giving this a watch over again. It's a film that I've seen numerous times, and it still gets me every time, that opening scene. But it is a great story. Tom Hanks this is one of his most underrated performances, I think. I think he is a great actor. But this one is never really mentioned in some of his great performances, and I think it's nicely understated. The way he plays it is great. So there we go. We've got Saving Private Ryan. So the last film in the box set is 2005's War of the Worlds, which was Spielberg's second time hooking up with Tom Cruise before, well, it was that summer, wasn't it, when he started jumping up and down on the sofa on Oprah Winfrey and going a bit mad. But this has never really been my favourite Spielberg film. But the more I watch it, the more there's loads to enjoy in there. And the sound that the tripods make is really terrifying. So again, this has a good Atmos soundtrack, and I'm really looking forward to getting into this. This artwork on the front is really nice, actually, giving you a good look at the vines and all of that are really familiar if you've seen the film. And there we go. This is an extermination. Stand by. But yeah, there is some great scenes. I think it was one of the first ones that kind of referenced the newsreel footage of 9/11 to show people sort of panicking and running away from explosions and stuff like that. So Spielberg actually really nailed that. I'll show you that in a minute. But 2 discs for War of the Worlds 4K and a Blu-ray. And then also, as you will have just seen, included in there, let's move that out of the way, is your certificate of authenticity. So this set is limited to 5,700 copies, exclusive through Amazon. And a little quote from Spielberg there. So that's a nice little touch, just to set that off. So there we go. That's just a really quick run through all 8 films that make up the Spotlight Collection for Steven Spielberg. So again, this set is exclusive to Amazon in the US. It is limited, but there are still copies available. I know that with sets like this, a lot of people tend to think that they are a cynical cash grab. And I can understand that. These are 8 films. They've all been released on 4K before. There's no new special features for them. The only difference is they've got this new steelbook design, which I happen to think looks absolutely spot on. And they're in this lovely steel library case, which, again, I think has been treated absolutely spot on. If you do think that, if you have got them before, you know what? No one's forcing this on you. You don't have to double dip. You're not missing out on anything. Be happy with your purchases. For somebody like me who doesn't own a lot of Spielberg on 4K, this is a great opportunity to get a bunch of films in one go that are beautifully presented in beautiful packaging, and I'm really, really happy with that. Again, your mileage may vary. Let me know in the comments. It'd be good to have a chat with people to see what you think about this, about this collection. Whether you're picking it up, whether you do think it is just a cash grab and recycling old things, it's absolutely fine to disagree. Let's just keep it respectful. That's all I ask. But yeah, that's all I've got for you. And in me saying in the intro that I don't normally do unboxings, probably will put another one out next week, because I've got something coming, hopefully on Monday, that I'm really excited for. But anyway, that's it for the time being. So again, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for the support that the channel's had since I launched a few weeks ago. It's been really quite overwhelming. Really enjoying getting to know people in the comments. Please keep that coming. But that is it for now. So thank you very much for joining me again on From Dusk Till Dawn. My name's Steve. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks very much. Take care.
Well, what do we do?
Why don't we just wait here for a little while? See what happens.